This is arguably the hardest part when you're on a journey of trying to achieve like your goals. It's not seeing the results that you'd hope for, or not seeing results at all, because for some reason people always, depending on what it is, but people always put the results. For example, YouTube is like views and subscribers. Of course it matters. Like no one wants to upload videos and not gain traction. It's true. And if you're starting a side hustle, everyone's just like, okay, like make money, make money, make money. How much money can I make? And then when they don't see these things, the main things, maybe why they started in the first place, they just start to lose their head, and inevitably they end up quitting. And that can be because they started for the wrong reasons, or they just started based off hype and seeing everybody else's success, thinking, okay, yeah, I can do that, and not understanding how long it took that person to get to that point and how much, they had to go through to get to that point. All of these things, it happened to me all the time. Back when I was doing side hustles, like online money sort of space, in my head, I knew I wanted to do a side hustle full time. I need to make this much money. And I was just so focused, where a lot of people, they'll say, oh yeah, that's good, that you gotta be dialed in on the goal, remember the end goal, remember the end goal. But that can definitely play against you and make things, one, seem a lot worse, and two, make it a lot less enjoyable. I didn't end up quitting, by the way, just put that out there. I ended up just walking away because it really wasn't for me. It didn't align with my values at all. Then I ended up here after a few more lessons and losses. And you've got to understand that everybody else's journey is different to yours. It may sound super cliche, like you heard it all before, but honestly, understand, like, if you start looking at everybody else's success and story and journey, thinking, oh yeah, that's probably what mine's gonna look like, you're pissing in the wind. I'd put it, simple as that, because you're not going to be able to replicate, perfectly what somebody else's journey is, because they could have to learn lessons that you've already learned, and vice versa. You need to learn certain lessons that they don't need to learn. Therefore, life has a different path for you. Understand that. And once you understand that, and that, people always used to tell me like, oh yeah, like you're focusing too much on the money. I was aware of that, but it's also like, the only reason I'm here is to make money, is to leave my 9 to 5. In that moment, like, like when you lose your head, some like people are coming around saying, oh yeah, stay calm, stay calm, stay calm. It riles you up even more, gets you even more angry. It was what I was like, and I was looking at these guys like, it's so easy for you to say that because you're making money. And I know for a fact, when you was in my situation, you wanted to make the money. But there definitely is some truth in that. Or probably a lot of truth. But I didn't want to accept it at the time, because I was there like, no, like I've been doing this for 2 years, like I'm still not making money. Like, what am I doing wrong? In the end, life had its own plans, and it all worked out beautifully. And something that is, if you're really, really passionate, and this only works if you're truly passionate about what you're doing, and that is just remembering why you started in the first place. It could be the end goal, like the whole reason you started is to get to this end goal, but you need to break it down and go much deeper than just, for example, for me, like, why do I make these videos? Oh yeah, I want to, become a content creator, I want to become a YouTuber, I want to make money from it, I want to get brand deals. Detach yourself away from the money, because that's quite obvious, is that everybody works to make money, whatever job it is. For me, the reason I make these videos is because, one, I genuinely have a passion for videos like this. Just people giving advice about life. 2, everything that I post, I've been through. I don't just post some bullshit that I've seen some motivational speaker talk about. Of course, there may be references and things that I say that loads of people have said before. That's inevitable. But it's like, it comes from within. Like, it's not just, oh yeah, I've seen this guy say this, let me make a video on it. Everything I post is been because I've been on a journey over the past 2 years, come up 3 years now. And I want to help people in the same situation as me. Maybe they feel lost. Maybe they're doing something that they're questioning, is it really for them? Have they fell for the hype and the bullshit like I once did? For people that want to just, I hate saying it, but become the best version of themselves. Like, I hate saying that because it's just so like cringe and everyone says it. But it's true. Like, that's all I really care about, is becoming the best version of myself. So then other people can, like, benefit from me being a good person, rather than spending my whole entire life trying to figure out, like, who am I, like, who is Adam Hurd? And once you understand the true, deeper meaning of why you're doing something, when you're not seeing results, it doesn't bother you. Not to the point where you don't make the correct changes, because of course, like, you need to adapt, but you just stay true to yourself. You don't look at everybody else thinking, all right, yeah, well, Mr. Beast is, he has these thumbnails and all stuff like that, because I would never do that. It's funny because if you look back through my channel, there's a couple videos on there that has text on. And that was me, like, trialing certain things, thinking, oh damn, like, I need to, like, up my views. I want that growth. I started to, like, chase the growth. And there was, like, some things I was saying, it was like, like hooks and stuff like that, but them videos didn't actually do that well. They didn't do that well. But then I started posting the videos I was posting at the start, which is just super chilled, laid back, raw, authentic. Nothing to it, just me being me. And they're the ones that do well. Because it is sort of, it will always be hard to get that growth, because what I'm doing is very, like, unorthodox. It doesn't really suit YouTube massively. But it's like, I don't really give a shit. Because I know one day I'm gonna get that breakthrough. No, this year, I aim for the breakthrough this year. But I want to do that just by being me. And that's it, and that's why I can continue to keep going. One day I'll give you guys, I sit so much, one day when this channel is a bit bigger, I'll give you, like, a full breakdown of my journey and stuff like that. And, like, you'll understand that the journey I've been on is fucking crazy. And some of you will probably question, like, how do I keep going? But yeah, like, for example, like, all I do in these videos, these are some ideas. I just write down, like, what is the problem I want to speak about. Today is, like, feeling bad about not seeing results. Then I have, like, 3 points of what I'm going to speak about, like, bullet points. Like, understand there's a journey. Look for the lessons. Remember why you started. Then, like, what's the main takeaway? Then I'll write down, like, a rough title. And that's it. It's literally, like, 6 lines, stuff like that. And that's what you guys can also do, is, like, when you're in that position where it's like, okay, I can either quit, I can keep going, I can make changes, or I can just change the plan completely. Just choose the one that you know is right, because you're always in them situations, you know what's right. It's like, you got to stay true to yourself. And I see so many people just so desperate to see results, they start doing stuff that isn't who they are. And that, again, that will just drive you crazy, lead to burnout, and you'll quit. But guys, just understand that there are so many lessons in the hard times, far more than the good times. It's definitely something I've learned as well. just stay true to yourself and just keep pushing. Like, it's not a race. And sometimes just staying calm and taking a wider view at it, you realize what the problem is and what needs to change. It may take a week to figure out, a month, a year. There ain't really any timeline. I would say there is no blueprint to your life. It's your life. No one can tell you how to operate and how you need to go about it. They can offer advice, they can offer a hand, but inevitably, it's your life. It's down to you to, get out of the mud and keep pushing and staying true to yourself and not falling for the lies of social media. That is the lesson of today.